Warning, this video might make you want to travel.
Hello and welcome back to another ranking video. Today I will be disclosing my top favorite places to travel to in the USA. Here are my top 11 places to travel. Number 11, Washington, D.C. The capital city and federal district of the United States is Washington, D.C., or formerly known as the District of Columbia. The city borders Maryland on the north and east, and situated on the Potomac River, right across Virginia. The nation's capital is full of famous landmarks, big museums, and corridors of power. However, if you pay attention, you'll see one of the most varied art and cultural scenes in the country. Take a stroll or ride your bike down the National and add stops to the Smithsonian Museums, the Lincoln Memorial, and the Washington Monument. To see the cherry blossom trees in full bloom, you'll need to visit the city in the spring. Starting at the memorial parks is always an excellent option. The White House is another great option to consider. Typically, public tours are offered from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Wednesdays. Another option is to go to the Library of Congress, a research library in Washington which houses the Congress's research facilities. Number 10, Boston. The Commonwealth of the Massachusetts capital is the city of Boston. The city is the financial and cultural hub of the northeastern United States' New England era. One of the oldest cities in the US is Boston. Early in the 20th century, a number of noteworthy structures were constructed, including the Boston Opera House, the Jordan Hall, the Fenway Studios, the Boston Public Library, the Boston Tea Party Museums, and the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. You can go to the Boston Public Garden, a sizable park next to the Boston Common. The Public Garden was the first public botanical garden in America. You can also visit the Harvard University. It was named after its first sponsor, John Harvard. It is the oldest university in the country. It is amongst the most famous colleges in the world due to its stature, resources, and impact on society. Additionally, that's where the Facebook website was created. Number 9, San Diego, California. Situated right next to the Mexican border in Southern California, San Diego is a city on the Pacific Ocean coast. The city is home to more than 1.3 million people, making it the 9th most populated city in the US. San Diego is well known for its wide beaches, public parks, and year-round moderate Mediterranean climate. It is also noted for its attractions, which include the Wind and Sea Beach, La Jolla Cove, and Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve. You can begin your visit by going to La Jolla Cove. This little cove in San Diego has a wonderful beach circled by rocks. It's also home to the San Diego Zoo, various theaters, and all types of museums. The Coronado Bridge connects Coronado, California with San Diego by its fixed-link concrete bridge that spans the San Diego Bay. Number 8, Portland, Maine. The seat of Cumberland County and the most populated city in Maine is Portland. In the 21st century, Portland's economy is mostly dependent on the service sector, having historically been linked to commercial shipping and the marine economy. The Portland logo, the phoenix rising from the ashes on the city seal, is a metaphor for the area's recovery from 4 destructive fires. There are plenty of sights to see in Portland, including the Portland waterfront, the Congress Street, and the Victoria Mansion. The Spring Point Ledge Light, a South Portland lighthouse, alerts motorists of the west side of Portland Harbor. Cape Elizabeth is home to the historic Portland Head Lighthouse. Located in Casco Bay of the Gulf of Maine lies the light station. Based on George Washington's directives, construction started in 1787 and was finished in 1791, utilizing a $1,500 fund he established. Number 7. Florida Keys. Forming the southernmost portion of the country, the Florida Keys are a series of coral cays off the southern coast of Florida. They start roughly 15 miles south of Miami, on the Florida's peninsula southeast coast. Some might say that they are the American version of the Bahamas. It's one of the nicest trips in the US because of the amazing highway connecting all the islands together. When you drive on the bridges, you'll see the Caribbean blue waters underneath. Many state parks and beaches are located along the coast, including the famous Overseas Highway. Number 6. Juno, Alaska. Situated in the Alaskan Panhandle, Juneau is the capital city of the state of Alaska. As required by the U.S. Congress in 1900, the government of what was then the District of Alaska was relocated from Sitka to Juneau, which became the state capital in 1906. Many activities are available on site, such as the Mendenhall Glacier, the Visitor Center, the Nugget Falls, the Alaska State Museum, and the Gold Belt Tram. Mendenhall Glacier is a 13.6-mile long glacier in the southeast region of Alaska. It is situated in the Mendenhall Valley, roughly 12 miles from Juneau's downtown. As a federally designed portion of the Tongass National Forest, the Mendenhall Glacier Recreation Area includes protection from the surrounding terrain and the glacier. Number 5. Miami, Florida. Miami is the seat of the Miami-Dade County. After Jacksonville, it is the second most populated city in Florida. The much bigger Miami metropolitan region is centered around it. With more than 300 high-rises, Miami has the third largest skyline in the country. Miami is a significant hub and pioneers in the field of international trade, banking, business, and the arts. There are many things to do in the area, such as the Bayside Marketplace, the Design District, South Beach, Bill Baggs Beach, and the Bal Harbour Beach. There are no shortages of beaches. Beginning in the 1900s, South Beach was the first portion of Miami Beach to be developed. Numerical roadways that run across South Beach begin with the Biscayne Beach, which is now more commonly referred to as South Point Drive. Number 4. Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park is situated in the western part of the United States, mostly in the Wyoming's northwest corner and spreading into Montana and Idaho. The U.S. signed the Yellowstone National Park Protections Act into law in 1872, making it the very first national park. There are many sights to see in Yellowstone National Park, such as the Yellowstone Grand Canyon, the Artist Point, and the Upper Geyser Basin. The Grand Prismatic Spring in Yellowstone Park is one of the biggest hot springs in the United States and the third largest in the world. It is situated in the basin of the Midway Geyser. The Prismatic Spring was given its name due to its remarkable hue. The majority of its colors correspond to those observed when white light hits and is dispersed into a rainbow prism. The Old Faithful is a cone geyser in the Yellowstone National Park. It was named in 1870. The Old Faithful erupts about every 90 minutes. The hot springs, located next to Fort Yellowstone and the Mammoth Hot Springs, are a sizable network of hot springs situated atop a travertine slope. New York City, New York. Situated at the southern point of the New York State, on one of the largest natural harbors globally, New York City is one of the most populated metropolis in the United States. The city is divided into 5 boroughs, each of which borders a separate county: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and the Bronx. There are endless sights to see in New York, such as the Rockefeller Center, the One World Trade Center, Wall Street, and Central Park. In Midtown Manhattan, Times Square is a significant business crossroads, popular tourist destination, center of entertainment, and residential area. The intersection of 42nd Street, Broadway, and 7th Avenue forms it. The Statue of Liberty is a colossal neoclassical sculpture on Liberty Island in the New York Harbor. In Midtown Manhattan, near the intersection of 42nd Street and Park Avenue, is the Grand Central Terminal, a commuter trail terminal. Approximately 67 million people use the terminal each year. Number 2. Honolulu, Hawaii. Hawaii is a state in the Pacific Ocean, with Honolulu serving as both the capital and its most populated city. Hawaii's principal international gateway is Honolulu. Honolulu is a well-liked travel destination throughout the world because of its pleasant tropical environment, breathtaking natural surroundings, and long beaches. On the Hawaiian island, there is a volcanic tuff cone known as Diamond Head. Diamond Head is a component of the Honolulu Volcanic Series, a sequence of cones, vents, and related eruption flows that geologists refer to collectively. For those who love the beach, look no further than Waikiki, which is a long stretch of white sand and turquoise blue water. Everyone enjoys this paradise for swimming, surfing, snorkeling, and more. Number 1. Zion National Park, Utah. The American National Park Zion is situated close to the town of Springdale in southwest Utah. Videos and images of this national park fall short of its beauty. There are thousands of feet high red rock cliffs throughout the park. The park's 4 life zones are home to countless plant species, 289 species of birds, 75 mammals, including 19 species of bats, and 32 reptiles. There are many sights to see in the park, including the Narrows, the Canyon Overlooking Trail, the Canyon Scenic Drive, and the Subway Trail. The park is home to the famous Angel's Landing Trail. In fact, the Angel's Landing hiking trail was awarded, quote, the scariest hike in America by the YouTube channel Attractions 360. It's about a 5-mile round-trip hike that is famous for its sketchy chains and 1,000-high drop-offs. But the difficult adventure is all worth it in the end with its breathtaking view.